Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm going to share today my progress in my planners for January. Now, I know, it's crazy. I have 3 planners here. So initially I thought I was going to start off the year in a plum paper, the smaller version. So I ordered one, and so I ordered it in December, and so I started utilizing it then. But then when it came to January, I didn't open it. I didn't even do anything in this one. I had went through December in this one, if you can see. Made plans for January, but did not make it all the way through in this one. So January, I did absolutely nothing. Yeah, went through and put the first couple of days of weather in, and that was it. Nothing. I didn't do anything with this one. So this is my smaller plum paper. And then I had bought the bigger plum paper, and I decided I was going to start January in this one, and I start this one in January. And so this is my workout calendar, but I haven't put anything in here. It's also like a special dates calendar, but I haven't done anything with it. Okay, these are my year at a glance, the dates upcoming, etc. I had made plans for this to be 2020 for events that are happening next year. And then I went through and I added all of my washi tape in, put my word of the year, which is discipline, what it means as a noun, what it means as a verb, left some space in here. I hadn't really made any plans of what I wanted to do here and here. Then here's the monthly outlook. And so I had put in the book, the reading challenges that I wanted to participate in, special date like a sister's birthday, another sister's birthday. When I worked the weekend, I got some funky little monthly event stickers. Like this one is Cuddle Up Day, this one is Cream Puff Day, you know, just little funky things. So I have all of that on here, and I had planned to start off using this one. I was using a combination of this one and my bullet journal as the month went by so that I could see which one I liked better. So you can see on here, I had gone through and I had made notes. I made the first section, the section of the priority section of what my work schedule, my workout schedule, and then anything special. Like this week I was sick the entire week. Then on the to-do section, I put down whether or not I had something I needed to get done. Like I needed to upload a YouTube video here. I went to a friend of mine's daughter passed away, and I went to the funeral here. This is a note that I called in sick that day and I slept all day. And then it's National Spaghetti Day here. And back over here, I had a manicure that day. And I had an appointment with a physician that I needed to cancel. That one. And then this last section was kind of open, and I added it, or I put in the books that I read. I keep track on a day-to-day basis of books that I read and how many pages from each book that I read. And then up here I had my habit tracker. I put down in this gray section through the week, I put down like my water intake and what the temperature was. Back over here, I put a little note about a friend's funeral that was going to be that day, a former coworker. I put in a weigh-in sticker and a grocery store sticker. You get my drift. You see where I'm going with this. So I was really torn, like here, what to put in these squares up at the top. But I figured out, I put a smaller sticker here. I still had some room. Wasn't necessarily, you know, terrifically happy with that. And I didn't do anything with this one. So the second week, and also, I like my monthly view to start on a Sunday, because this is how I grew up. This is my expectation of what a month looks like on a calendar. And so I like it to have my Sunday and Saturday here. But on my week to week, I like to have access to that calendar, but I like it to start on Monday like my week does. And so I was a little frustrated with that. I found a sticker that would fit inside the borders of there. Same here. Weekly habit tracker. Everything is basically the same in here. Yeah, nothing much changed there. Then this week, you can see it's a little bit less because I found I wasn't going to this as much as I was in my bullet journal. So on here, you can see this is kind of where I left off. The next week, I have a few things that I have put in, but really I stopped planning. I had in here my gratitude or my day at a glance, what event happened that day. I had the books read for the month. I had the challenges that I was doing all listed there. Again, more challenges. My vacation days here, and hourly list that I keep up for my work, and then my shipping calendar, and then this was my habit tracker here, my spending here, and then another spending log there. And you can see I haven't even done anything, made some notes basically in here on these first couple of pages for February, but that's it. That's all I've done in this one. And I feel really guilty because I paid, I got these on sale, but still, I paid a lot of money for these and I want to be able to utilize them. But what I find that I have done is I have come back to this bullet journal. And so for the month of January, you can see I had a little clear tag here for January, but I also marked all the pages in blue so that I could easily access January. The same with February, they're all marked in purple. So when I came to January, these are just some random stickers out of my stash. I'm a scrapbooker, so I utilize scrapbook products not only in scrapbooking but in my planner as well. This is a calendar that I got from Sweet Kawaii Designs, and just put it in right there just to kind of mark the page. This is my monthly overview of January, and you can see I still have special events, birthdays listed out in here, the weekend that I work, nail appointments, YouTube calendar, funeral that I needed to go to. Yeah, the washi tape was from Freckled Fawn, and then this January title here is from Cheeky Studios. So here I kept up with my monthly spending, and so you can see the day that I purchased something, I listed it out here, what that cost was, and my running budget for the month. Not budget, because I didn't keep to a budget. My gratitude tracker for the month, you can see I kept everything there. It's kind of week at a glance and gratitude tracker. My habit tracker, my steps counter, my sleep counter there, tracker, if you will, the books read, and I started here and I got to the bottom of the page and did not have enough space because I read a couple other books that I needed more space on, so I went over here at the end of the month and added a reading log here as well. This is my daily page count, and you can see on average I read about 300, here's 300, and here's 350, so most of the time I'm reading right in between there. And then here's how I set up my weeks in the bullet journal. I have my calendar here with a Monday start, like I like, and I have the week highlighted, and then each day I have down at the bottom I have a counter, and I started off 1, 2, 3 down here at the bottom, and then I remembered in my Miguel Ruiz for last year, I had done the 7, started at 7, 8, 9, and so that's what I went back to down here. So both of these start off at 1, 2, 3, and then down here at 7, 8, 9, because that's basically how I start my day. I keep up with my work, any appointments that I might have, events that might be going on, my sick days, yes, I keep track of those. The weather, little stickers on each day, how many steps, how much water I drank. You can see I keep track of all of that in here. Nothing special as far as tracking. I mean, I don't do anything like uber creative or uber talented. I keep up with my life basically. Sometimes I just need a little extra to get me through. Like here, to remind me to call for a hair appointment. You know, I get lost in my life sometimes and I forget to do the simple things. Like over here, I needed to order Avon, and then I changed my mind and found some stuff that I had stashed, and so I didn't need to. I needed to prep my photos for a scrapbook retreat over the weekend, and so I got that done. Or not a retreat, but just a home retreat for me, scrapbooking all day at home. Here, I write down the laundry, I need to get that done. Scrapbooking, I need to spend time doing that. And I keep track of the books that I'm reading throughout the day. I keep track of my sleep and my work down on the counters at the bottom. Keep track of the water that I'm drinking. You can see I'm not uberly creative, if you will. It's just what I like. I did start coloring in, use some markers. I want to say these are the midliners. Yeah, the gray midliner. Does it have a specific name? If it does, I don't know. And then this yellow one. But they're the zebra midliners are what I'm using to do the gray clouds and then the sun on those. So I just keep track of things as I go through, and so that's basically it. And so I realized when I finished this, because I had prepped this several months ago before I even started in this, and so I needed to have more space because I decided I was going to track my YouTube tracker as well as my book club reads for the month, as well as my whether they be weekly, monthly, weekend challenges, whatever. I needed space for both of those. And so I did. I put those in. These are all of my short challenges, whether it be for a weekend or for a week. And then these are my book clubs, and then these are the month-long challenges. And then these are series to work on. Then I start off February. So I needed, you know, a couple more pages, 1, 2, 3 more pages than what I had given myself up front in this one. I did better in February. I gave myself more room, but I think for March I'm going to change things up again. But anyway, this is what I have done as far as what I have done with January. I think I came back to this because it gives me a little bit more flexibility in adding on the things at the end here that I want to. But I think I could have stuck with one of these if I had added in some notes pages. So what I'm still debating on is if there's a way that I can figure out to add pages in here. Do I want to try one of these for March? What I did add in at the end of the month, I have in this smaller one, I have 1 notebook page. So I could probably do more than with this one than I can with the bigger one. I added in a to-do list page, which in December I had used that for keeping track of my challenges, my reading challenges that I wanted to do. So, I mean, that's okay. Yeah, so there's that. And then a graph page. Why I chose those, I don't know. And then in this one, at the end of the month, I had added in the, this is the OneNote page that came in it. I think it was just a notes page. This is the to-do list. Again, with the different sections there. I'm not entirely certain I like keeping up with my weekly or monthly or weekend challenges this way. I'm still debating on that. Vacation days and shipping, I don't necessarily need to keep track of these here if I had one central location like in the back of the book, like I do in my bullet journal. I think I would like that maybe a little bit better. And my habit tracker, I don't necessarily like having on 2 days, so I'm not certain because, and I don't remember what this page was called initially, but I thought I would use it just for my habit tracking. You know, and maybe, I don't know if there's 31 days that go this way, but maybe it would be better to try and track this way as opposed to this way, because there's only 19 spaces across here to track this way. And then spending is okay, but I don't necessarily need 2 sheets to keep up with spending. I think this was supposed to be a bill tracker here. Just my bills is what I'm reading under the washi tape, and how you keep track of your bills. I don't necessarily need 2 pages of that, so I could optimize this to use it for something else as well. Maybe for a reading log or reading challenges, because I'm pretty sure that I probably, if I'd have kept track with all my books, I'm pretty sure I would have run out of space here. So, and I don't know if there's a way to add more paper into these. I don't think you can order more paper, you know, like lined paper from the company. But I guess I could go online and find out, and if so, try and order some so that maybe in March or April I can try to get back into one of these to see how I like planning, because I love a spiral planner. And I really love this size. It's not a whole lot bigger than my bullet journal, maybe a ½ inch on each side when you look at it. So, I mean, I love this size, and I love the spiral bound, but I also love the bullet journal, and that's because I have found that I'm comfortable in it. And so for me, comfort is a big thing. If you have something and it works for you, keep doing it. Why change? And so that's one of the reasons that I came back to this layout after doing a horizontal in my last years. For the last couple of years I did mostly this, but towards the end of last year I had started using horizontal bullet journaling in my last planner, and so I really wanted to go with horizontal. That's why I ordered this one in the horizontal, and so I may try and do something with that in one of these. And then this one is a vertical in that it's that priorities one, and so it's a little bit different to keep up vertically. And I like the fact that, you know, your days are broken down, but then your Saturday, Sunday, you don't have the same spaces, and so that kind of bothers me, because I like having the space here to track my books, but I don't have that necessarily on those 2 days. My weather and water and steps and all that, I don't have as much room here on the weekends as I do throughout the weekdays. So, you know, I'm working on a plan for March in my bullet journal to see if that would work better for me in this one, but I also would like to see if I can get more pages for those to maybe try and track with those. Anyway, that's what I did for January. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. I'm going to try and do weekly planning a couple of times a month, and then reading updates a couple of times a month, so that I can add to my scrapbooking content, because I know scrapbooking can get kind of old, and I know there's a whole lot of scrappers that do memory keeping as well as planning along with their scrapbooking. So that's it. Thanks for sticking around, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.